Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this episode of Planet Zoo. So, just started the game again, playing it for the first time in a couple of years, actually, and really just want to set up a zoo, kind of an experiment, which is what I'm most excited about. It's what I've been thinking about all day today. So, I have a basic zoo entrance. I talked about this in episode 1. This is episode 2. Episode 1 just talks about what my plans are, what I want it to kind of look like. And so I have Main Street coming right up, going right up the center here, and I will divide sections pretty geometric, I guess is the best word. I'm not going to get all crazy with um, beauty, for sure. I'm just going for animal displays and habitats and them being successful and healthy. So I'm going to divide grids, pretty much sticking to a grid pattern. If you want to see what people can do with this game, with zoos that they completely copy to make it look like actual zoos, zoos that are three-dimensional, all kinds of different levels, and just amazing, beautiful terrain and nature. You can definitely find that stuff on YouTube and other places online. So what I have here is, as people come in the zoo, they will be hit with a donation option, an ATM. So that's the financial part of this, even though I'm playing in sandbox mode, so the money part of it doesn't matter, but that's good practice just to do that anyway, because there is still a business side of this that when I click on zoo and do have an overview, it still gives me some information about, how happy the guests are, cash flow, etc. The fact that I'm in the negative usually would mean I'm done, right? If I'm playing this in career mode, but in sandbox mode, it doesn't matter. But it's still a oh, my frog had an offspring. Very nice. It's still a good challenge to try to keep a well balanced and zoo. It's just nice in sandbox mode. This is my first time doing sandbox mode. It's nice not having to stress about going bankrupt. So, boy, that worker, she's the perfect person to be working the information booth. So, got trash cans here, recycle, green, trash, blue. Bathrooms, got a drink stall and a bakery stall. So just wanted to set a few things up to give me an idea of what I was thinking. And so on Main Street here, you always want people to have access to information, to the bathrooms, to trash cans, to food and drink. And eventually this will be lined with all that stuff. And then the fun part is my first continent. So I'm dividing the zoo into 7 continents. This one will be Africa. Eventually I will have this all decorated out here in front. But as you go through, visitors will continue straight. Employees can take a left here on this black. It's even a different color of path, just to let people know this is different. And I've got a do not enter sign here, and all the workers will be working back here in the background. So one of the challenges of the game is knowing where to put all your staff buildings where they're close to the animals, but not distracting to the visitors. And so what I'm trying here is just in the background here, and I'll hide these with some huge African themed trees and rocks, etc., and those will eventually be hidden. And then right up front here, I've got 2 exhibits. Now the difference between an exhibit and a habitat: an exhibit is a building with glass, so it's something like snakes and beetles and frogs and small things like that. So I've got a couple of these right off the top, and then this whole area back here will be the larger animals. Depending on how much room they need, this could go out quite a ways. Now I'm in, again, North. I'm not. That's not North America. It's just a. I forget what my biome is, but it's definitely my favorite. I don't even know if I can find that. So I'm always embarrassed when I don't know something, but I just selected where I was, and I like it. Okay, good enough there. So I do like I'm surrounded by water. As a matter of fact, there's really no road in, which is kind of funny. They just all show up. But I love where it's at, and it's nice and flat. So fairly easy. And so this will be Africa, and then the other continents will be spread out around this whole area. Eventually, I want to put trains and trams and all kinds of transportation options as well. And that's just part of the fun. Down the road, you can really do a lot with this game. So in this episode, what I wanted to do was just kind of show you where I was headed. I believe each continent is going to have their own employee area, so that these, like the vet here, doesn't have to run over the whole zoo. I'll have a vet and a mechanic and etc. One of each worker. As a matter of fact, I can show you what those categories are. The staff includes caretaker, keeper, mechanic, security, vendor, veterinarian, and educator. Now, the vendors are the ones that are out front, so I'm not going to really count those, but for my continents. But I want these people to just focus on the African section. So I've got dedicated people to go help the animals when they need help. So I wanted to show you that. And then the other thing was I want to show you how, my frogs, and then I'll add my second exhibit. So you can definitely zoom in, and I think sometimes it's just fun to try to find the animals. It's kind of like a hide and seek thing. The frogs are usually in the water, but the easiest way is just to click on the exhibit and click on animals, and then I have a male and a female, so I'm going to click on the female and then click on camera, and it zooms in. Now, it's not always obvious, but you know that it's giving you the best view possible. So just kind of scroll around a little bit and zoom in, and then there's my female. She's hanging out, and then I don't have to go back to do that again. Depending on how many animals you have in the exhibit or habitat, then I can just click on the little arrow here, animal 1, animal 2, and it takes me to the next one, which is the male, and it looks like maybe he's in the water. Yep, he's under a log in the water. So there's my male. I know one of the first things that I loved about this game when I started playing it a couple years ago was the animals are pretty realistic, and the bigger ones, the grizzly bears and things like that, man, you can see all the hairs on them, and they're very animated. Now, frogs may not be the most animated creatures in the world, kind of just chilling in the water, but the fact that you can still kind of check on them and make sure they're all good, and zoom in, zoom out. When you have clicked on either the animal or the exhibit, you want to make sure everything's 100%. You want to make sure the health, nutrition, everything is in the green at least, but 100% is even better. You can go in and get information, more information about your exhibit, the habitat, etc. Now I'm in sandbox mode. I'm having fun because I don't have to research this stuff, and I don't have to pay for this stuff. I've always had to do that before when I played in career mode, but now you just check the boxes. Like I wanted all of them, so I just put everything in there. That's going to make my animal the happiest. The climate, just had to do some research, and really, even if you don't want to do the research, it tells you what range it has to be in, and you just adjust the temperature and the humidity to make it work. So you can see that. I don't know if that's the keeper. Who is that guy? Keeper. Yeah. So he just came over and just kind of checked on the frogs. He doesn't have a very important job, or very big. I shouldn't say that. Don't tell him I said that. He doesn't have a very busy job right now because I have 2 frogs. This entire zoo, 2 frogs. That's it. That's it. So we need to start adding some things. And so this is a sacred scarab beetle. Not the most exciting category or animal for sure. But remember, I'm adding one type of animal of each category. So let's see if I've got any. I don't have any beetles. So I have to go to exhibit trading, and I need to search for, let me make sure I do this right again. I need to make sure I go find the animals that I need. So what we're going to do is click on exhibit, yes, or is it animal trading? Could be animal trading. Yeah, I'm not trading exhibits, I'm trading animals. So I'm still new to this, trying to figure this out. Let's see if this is where they are. Sacred, if I can spell sacred. Sacred scarab beetle. Boom. None. So that's my storage. I don't think that's right. I need to probably go to animal trading and search for sacred. Sacred. Nothing. Refresh list. Sacred. Sacred. make sure that I'm doing this right. So previous sacred. So I'm just looking for the word sacred since that's what they're called. Sacred. Come on. Sacred. Nope, there's no sacred. So right now, none of those available. I'm sad. Why is that? Wait for it. Oh, I had it on storage mode right here. That's why. You have to click on Exhibit Animal Market. There we go. Shoo. Okay. Learning some things. It's been like 2 years since I played this. So what I have here is an animal market where I can buy and sell animals to other zoos. And the goal of this game is to not only learn about animals and share that with the visitors of the zoo, but also help the population of these animals, especially the endangered ones. And so I'm looking for, my information here says I can have a group of 1 to 25, and so no bigger than that. So, but I just need 2 to start with. I'm not sure what the gold star means there. Appeal. It's a popular thing, I guess. I don't know why that is. These ones also have little ribbons. This one has long. Oh, so this one has. Oh, because it's not as old, maybe. Okay. So this one has the best appeal. This is a female. We're going to adopt it. Okay. We also need a male, so we need a. Oh, sorry, that was a male. We need a female, so we will looking for the best option here. I'm not sure. I've never really looked at this like other than age. I need one of these 2 females. And that one's 50% fertility. I don't know. I usually go for the youngest one, but you want to match them pretty well. You want to make sure that they're also able to breed. And so all that information can be found. I'm not sure why this is. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and just adopt both those guys. And then we can go to animal storage and choose those animals. And we can send them to the zoo. And we can click on the exhibit, which is very cool. Let's close that. So, all right. And when you start a new exhibit, literally there's nothing in it other than the animals and a few little things. And so this is where you want to go into that exhibit information. And I have already changed the name of the exhibit to Sacred Scarab Beetle, for the name of the building, so that we know what that is. And then down here, you've got these educational plaques. And you want to make sure you select the beetle. And I'm not sure if people will walk on the grass to look all the way around. I think the kids will. I'm not sure if I will add a path eventually. Maybe I should. Probably will at some point, so they can walk all the way around, because that's what you'd want to do. If the beetles are way in the back, you're going to walk over here and check it out. So, all right. So then let's see if we can even find them. Animals. Click on one. Camera. There he is. Little tiny sacred scarab beetle. So they're really small. Oh, and then we also want to make sure we go through and make their house super cool. So what we'll do is we'll go over to layout, and we're going to say yes to all of these things. And right now it's 60% favorable because there's almost nothing in there. So because things are free in sandbox mode, we're going to add it all, baby. We're giving those beetles the ultimate place to live. And climate's maybe the most important. Right now it's perfect. It's right in the green zone. I got lucky there, I guess. And we want to go to maintenance, make sure that we have somebody visiting it every month, make sure it's in the Africa work zone. And then we also want to go to population management. We don't want more than 25. That's what it says. More than 25 is bad. I'm not sure what happens. That would be an experiment for another day, sounds like to me. But I'd say we probably want, seems like less males. So let's just go, I don't know. If we can have 25, we can go 15 females, 10 males, there's 25, and we'll click close. So people are already checking the place out and checking out our beetles. So now this is to learn more about animals in Africa. And so even though these couple things aren't the most exciting, I put these here at the entrance because you want these kind of first couple things to kind of bring you in and check the frog out, check that out. And then next I've got stuff gets bigger. I'll probably do the giant tiger snail next. And then they get bigger. Sorry. Then they get bigger. Then I've got penguins. I've got giraffe. And then I've got puff adder snake. So I'm not sure what order I'll put those in, but I think I mostly wanted these to be exhibits up front, and then you have to walk to the back to see the big things, which are very cool. So there's kind of an update on If I Ran the Zoo. So check it out later as this thing develops and I add on. And if you want to pick this game up, you can get it on Steam. Just watch for a sale. It's still... well, let's find out what it is. So let's go to the store page. This is on Steam. See what it's going for today, July 17th, 2023. So right now you can get it for $44.99, the deluxe version $54.99, and then there's a premium edition, and then all these add-on packs are $10 each. And so yeah, there's a bundle. The ultimate includes all 16 things. It's $167.29. So, wow, if you want to get everything up front. I'm just thinking adding on a little bit at a time. But once in a while, you can get these on sale. So you don't have to pay the whole $44.99. But definitely worth playing if you think it's something you want to look into or pick up. Do so, and then let me know in your comments down below what you think and what your experience is with Planet Zoo. Come visit the zoo next time. For now, Mr. Johns is out.